You're watching a rainy but very exciting race here in Lake Toba, and it is Morgan Perret with all of the marbles right now in Moto number 1, leading with a 3.247 second lead. Not enough to get comfortable because he is in front of a strong charger. That gentleman behind him, Michael Perret, on the 7-7 boat.
Yeah, Michael's not going to give his younger brother anything. There's there's going to be nothing given there.
Now, what are they riding? Are they both on fast power sport boats? Because I know for a while, wasn't Michael on a Bullet, or was that Jeremy?
No, they're not on Bullets.
They used to be, though.
Yeah, no, then.
So fast power sports now, do you think, or?
Okay,
we'll get back to you on that.
They could be 1 for 1. I honestly,
we don't
could you
know.
read the sticker?
Let me get Coach trying to be sneaky, but I'm going to have to check now. All right, you're watching Michael Perret and those guys challenge. That's Anthony Biernot, number 4, that you just got a brief glimpse of. Biernot looking quite solid. He's back in 6th with a 1.52, 1.34.
Wow, Morgan's looking so composed today.
Yeah.
He's not missing a beat.
He is just such a phenomenal rider. He's 32 years old, lives in Bénost, France.
And I've always found that he's been a little bit underrated because he's been overwhelmed by his older brothers, and to see him when he does win is just so deserving.
Yeah, and he's of the 3. So Michael, I would say, is flamboyant and it's got that big extrovert personality, super fun. Morgan, on the other hand, is just completely opposite. He's humble, he's very quiet. His wife, Charlotte, and his daughter's been married 6 years. But I think of him more as a strategist and Michael more of a, hey, whatever adventure is up, I'm going for it.
Then where do you put Jeremy?
Oh, Jeremy would, to me, would be, I'd love to give Jeremy all my money and let him invest in it. I think he's quite the little guru. I think Jeremy's incredibly intelligent. And I think he combines the personalities of Morgan and Michael. But what do you think? You hang out with them.
No, I think that's about right. I think they all have strong points and in different fields. You would think that they'd all be similar, but they're not.
No.
And I tell you who is incredibly intelligent out of that family is Estelle.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she is a sharp cookie. They had trainers. When I caught up with them this year, she had a special trainer working with her. It's the best I've ever seen Estelle ride, and that's saying something because she's amazing year-round.
Absolutely.
All right.
Here comes Morgan. He's looking pretty solid.
He is. 4.26 seconds left on the clock. And, again, the fastest time was lap 1 with a 1.47. Still very consistent within 5 seconds. He's running a 1.53, 5.31 on lap 6.
How good is Axel going there? He's holding off Kevin.
Yeah, he looks really solid. But I've been watching him just consistently get better the past couple of years.
Axel actually had the fastest lap time.
Yeah, he did. 8.47. Just shaved it. And then Alec Enderley right there, too, with a 1.52, 9.44. So Axel Courtois, 1.52, 8.47. Nice catch. You're watching Ski Division GP1, 3.45 left on the clock. This is a 17-minute moto, by the way, plus a lap.
Yes, it is.
So a little longer, a little more grueling. Does the added time count, in your opinion?
Absolutely it does. It gives them a little bit longer to push through. The fitness comes through in the end. Sometimes it's not all about boat speed. And this is where I think, if you know Kevin, the amazing fitness that he has, he doesn't have to be on the fastest bike out there, but he will push until that 17-minute and that lap.
Well, that certainly has paid off in the pedigree. 7 world championships, 7 European, and that hails from Austria. That was Kevin Redrow we were talking about. He just popped off the screen. We're back to Morgan Perret, your race leader, and by 2 points, your points leader as well.
I couldn't be more happy for Morgan to see him coming home with this.
Yeah, me too. He's part of the family's manufacturing business. They make doors and windows, and the whole family's involved with that. Quite the tribe.
I can't imagine how the family actually does work. They're all away jet skiing all the time.
Yeah, that's funny.
They must do shift work. That's why we only see 2 of them at a time.
He said his big hero was Nicholas Rios. Morgan did.
Wow.
I think it's very cool. Yeah.
That is cool.
Nicholas Rios, the fighter, the rider from France, also quite the legend.
Do you think they all had different heroes?
You mean the different parades?
You've got a family
yeah.
of racers. Do you think they all had different heroes, or did they all look up to the same people?
Yeah, I do. I think they all have different ones. But you know what's fun is they're very quick to support each other. So if I ask in an interview Michael, who's somebody you look up to, he says his brother.
Yeah.
Which that is so inspiring to me.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I love watching these guys. Also, Michael Pare is quite the showman. In fact, one of the funnest guys to watch. We saw the slalom last year when he did the backflip. He comes running up on the beach, does the backflip off of it after the nighttime slalom event. Just about took himself out, but the crowds went nuts over it. There's Kevin Rederer continuing
Here
to
he goes,
push.
pushing.
Yeah, he's pushing Axel Courtois. So look at the times here. Rederer with the 1:54.698, and yeah, that's playing out because Axel Courtois had a 1:55.496.
Yep.
Keep your eye on boat number 90 as he is continuing to put the pressure on Axel Courtois.
And I believe they are taking the opposite splits at the moment.
Makes sense. Kevin's going to want some clean water.
He's only got a minute and a lap to go.
All right, going to have to get jiggy with it as I see our race director, that is Marco Petrini, getting the white flag ready for Ski GP1. Woo, that has been a raucous race. Morgan Pare went a little bit wide on that last turn, just keeping up the pace, and look at Axel Courtois was pushing it. Yeah,
there we go.
Rederer.
That's what we've been waiting for.
Holy moly, white flag didn't come out.
Nope.
They had 27 seconds left. Needs more fun and action for you guys.
Absolutely.
That pass was solid for Kevin Rederer up into third.
It's about now Kevin will be asking for another 15 minutes.
Yikes. Little backstretch there. Just managing the resources, playing smart. And if you ever want a clinic on how to ride a jet ski, that gentleman from Austria is definitely one to look up to. Watching Kevin Rederer after that spectacular pass around Axel Courtois. But I mean, absolute love and joy for Axel Courtois. That was a spectacular race. The gentleman's only 27 years old, two-time runner-up world champion. His first GP1 race ever was only 2015. He's got a big career ahead of him.
Absolutely, he has. And do you know, he held Kevin out for such a long time. Look, hats off to him. That was great.
Really
and he's still running. His lap times are nearly matching.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they've been very consistent. I mean, just taking a look at the lap times. 1:56.386 on that last one, and Kevin Rederer with a 1:54.707. It was that 2-second pickup that gave him plenty of time to set up a nice pass.
Yep.
Your top two still the Pare brothers. Morgan Pare with a 1:53.805, and Michael Pare with a 1:57.722.
Here we go for the white flags coming out now.
Yeah, finally giving that up. 17:58 is what there have been putting on the clock so far, and as Kylie mentioned, white flag is out as they make their way to the front stretch. And this is a shorty of a front stretch. I mean, there's just not much to it. They come off of that big right-hand double buoy right-hand turn.
Oh, Morgan stretched out a little bit of a gap, and look at the gap that Kevin has closed up on Michael.
Yeah, all right, so 1:54.421 for Morgan Pare and a 1:51 for Michael. Good Lord. Michael dropped but 3 seconds on that last lap.
Michael has to, because he's got Kevin pushing him now.
Yeah, so you feel that pressure, you think?
The minute Kevin got past Axel, Michael had to push. You know, he has to push, otherwise Kevin's coming. Even though it's the last lap, there will be no mercy given.
Speaking of that, Kevin Rederer with a 1:50.530 on lap number 9. Axel Courtois still playing in this one. He's got a 1:56, and they're right behind him, Alec Enderley. That's how it looks for your top 5 as we work our way through the white flag lap. Beautiful race from these riders. Just to recap, Michael Pare lost 3 seconds somewhere. I mean, he was already running solid lines, but to pick that up is super impressive.
Yep.
Especially with this kind of caliber of talent on the track. You have 14 of the top riders from around the world, and the points are stupidly close. Oliver Koch-Hansen, however, let's take a look at your leader. He's back in 6th, and this is going to cost him. Morgan Pare is going to pick up 6 points. Actually, a bit more than that. Sixth place, he's only going to get 15 points for that. And Morgan Perret is going to get 10. So that is going to put the ouchie on Oliver.
This is going to come down to the wire tomorrow.
Yeah, you're right.
It's going to be interesting watching. And I don't think Oliver's ready to give it up yet. I think you might see him come out tomorrow fighting. So this is going to be...
All right, checker flag drops for Morgan Perret. Congratulations and a beautiful job well done. Michael Perret takes second.
Look at him, super excited there.
And Kevin Redder rounding out your top three. Woo! All right, Axel Courtois comes across in fourth. And Morgan just taking a moment to enjoy the glow. Alec Enderle is going to be fifth and Oliver Cock-Hansen sixth. Your points leader